All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to answer some Amazon FBA questions, and I'm also going to talk about how to start making money on Amazon in 2018. I know a lot of you are new to my channel, so let's see if the stream is working right now. Let me just pop the chat out. So feel free to ask me any questions. I'm going to be taking some questions from students and from subscribers, from anyone watching the channel. So it'll be awesome. All right, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing super well. I got this new ring light going, so I think it's too bright. There you go. We're good. So yeah, it's absolutely glorious today in Arizona. It's like the perfect weather outside. So I'm taking any questions about Amazon FBA, how to start making passive income, how to change your life, anything, go ahead and ask it. So do I sell on eBay? No, I don't. Although I did put some of my products, my Amazon products on eBay. There's a way to do it. So yeah. You making more money off your course than off your Amazon Central? Yeah, because you make more money teaching people, especially at something with a 100% profit margin, than actually doing it. And that's obviously a well-known thing. It's nothing new. What should you do once you start to run out of stock? It's actually an amazing question, and it is misinterpreted so many times. So do not increase your price, because if you increase your price, then what's going to happen is Amazon's actually going to hurt your bestsellers rank. And it's better to just keep your price as it is, sell out, and then once you in 2 or 3 weeks, once you actually get back into stock, then you'll be much better off than if you actually increased your price and ruined your conversion rate. It's all about the conversion rate on Amazon. You can actually go and check it. If you ruin the percentage, then Amazon's going to see that suddenly people are not converting anymore because of the price, and they're going to rank your product lower. So you can't really fool Amazon like that. How do you optimize PPC? I would watch the PPC videos on my channel here. There are so many videos on how to create amazingly profitable PPC campaigns. With PPC, like with Amazon, the rest of the stuff, it's a formula. Like, it's super straightforward. You find the product, you create the listing, you find the product on Alibaba. But with PPC, it's like an art. It's like either you're good at it or you're not. And with PPC, you never know what the good keywords are, and there's so many keywords out there. There are certain ways where you can kind of narrow down the best keywords, but at the same time, it's not that straightforward, and you always have to play with the bids. So, basically, long story short, with PPC, how you optimize it is you take out the keywords. You check it every couple of days, and you just keep taking out the keywords that have a lower or that have a high ACoS, so higher ACoS than your profit margin, because that's how you do it. If you don't know what ACoS is, go and watch the PPC videos on my channel here. How much money do you need to start? Depends on what kind of product you're going to get as your first product. So if you're going to find a product, if you're going to source a product. So my very first product was very cheap to source, and it's better if you're just brand new to it. So my very first product was about $1.80 something, 86, $1.86 to source. So my first order was just over $1,000. So, if you find a product that's $1.86 or $2, something like that, then it's, between $1,000 and $2,000 to start. But if you want to do a more expensive product, and, you can do a smaller test order, and it's obviously going to be more expensive. So, but if you find a product under the $2.50 range to source from Alibaba, then between $1,000 and $2,000 for private labeling is great. If you don't have $1,000 and $2,000, then I would recommend just doing retail arbitrage, hustling. Literally go and start some kind of local business, mow some lawns, clean some windows. That's what I did to get your first starting capital for Amazon. Do you do Facebook ads for Amazon listings? I've tried before. Recently, I haven't really been, with the Facebook ads, because the problem with Facebook ads for Amazon listings, you're paying Facebook and you're driving traffic that you can't, you can't get their emails. Right? And the thing is, if you can't get their emails and you're paying for the ads to send them over to, Facebook, you're paying for, people on Facebook to go to your Amazon listing, you don't get their emails, so you don't actually own the customer. Amazon owns the customer. All you're doing, you might get some sales, right? And you will, right? If you optimize your Facebook ads correctly, you target the right demographics. But it's much better to actually use Facebook ads, I found, in conjunction with something like ClickFunnels. If you don't know what ClickFunnels is, it's like an email capture service, and you can create landing pages on there. And if you go and you create an awesome landing page for your product, with a promo, that's where you can capture the customer's email, and then you can send them to Amazon. And if you have the customer's email, then it is so powerful. You can just, market all your new products to the customer, and, any kind of launches you need to do. You've got an email list, and that's how you do it. So you always want to try to own your customer, because on Amazon, if you just send them from Facebook ads straight to Amazon, you don't own the customer. When will I start my Freedom course? It's actually open right now. So the link is below the video here. Hi, Dan. Is it too late to start Amazon FBA? No. Okay, I don't understand this question because clearly Amazon FBA is just starting out. Like, e-commerce is just starting out. Literally, I think a year or only a couple years ago, Amazon FBA or Amazon actually came out with FBA where you were able to go and fulfill your product with the Amazon warehouses so that people can buy, if they have a Prime subscription, they can buy your product. Like, that's a new thing. That's not, so, the amount of customers compared to the amount of new sellers, like the amount of customers is like this and the amount of new sellers is like this, if you look at the graphs. So clearly, no. With more customers, more products, more demand, and with more demand, there needs to be supply. And that's where you come in. So it's just basic economics. Do you have to get a business license to pay tax on FBA profit? Yeah, absolutely. Because if you don't pay taxes, then you are going to, run into issues with the IRS and whatever tax agency. It's better to always pay your taxes. Pay your minimum legal tax, but pay your taxes. That's the most important thing. All right, let's see. Dan, I just launched 3 days ago, been doing PPC and jump send giveaways. I've spent $50 on PPC with one sale in 3 days. 1,600 impressions, 35 clicks. So what I can see right away, if you've been only doing PPC and jump send giveaways, you haven't actually done a launch. You need to run a launch. This is like one of the biggest mistakes. If you think that just with PPC and with jump send, and also the point of PPC isn't for you to just, for your product to actually start selling. PPC is just an add-on. It's just for you to get those extra sales you wouldn't be getting, without it. So you need to run a launch, and I would recommend doing 97% off coupons for your launch. And I talk about launches on this channel in depth. Like, you basically run a coupon launch depending on how many units are selling on the first page. So 10 a day or 20 a day for three to 4 to 5 days. So that's what you would do. Why should someone choose my course over other people? They shouldn't. It's honestly up to you. If you click with me and if you think I'm cool, then take my course. If you want me as a mentor, take my course. I think that the price is more than reasonable for my course. I think that, and the fact that I offer unlimited mentorship, like through my personal Facebook chat, I answer everybody once a day. Like every single person, if you ask them, I answer everybody. So I'm always on top of it. So, if you like me, you can take my course. Although, other people like Derek Struggle, great guy, all the other ones, it doesn't, they all have something to offer, I think. So, yeah. And I'm still offering my mentorship. I just said I need to fix my light here. I don't know what's going on, but there you go. I think it's better. Yeah, I just bought this new ring light, so you can adjust the dimmer. Okay, is 20 pages competitive with the most having 500 reviews? The other one's less than 100. Okay, don't look at the number of pages. It's not a good thing. Just look at the first page, pull up Junglescout Chrome extension, and see the numbers, see the reviews, see if it's possible for you to come in and take some of those sales. All right, that would be your best bet. This is an amazing question. How many failures did I go through before succeeding? And this person just finished Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he's reading, or he or she is reading Think and Grow Rich and Millionaire Fastlane. So honestly, okay, my very first entrepreneurship, was window cleaning. Me and my buddy had a window cleaning business, and so if you guys have done door to door, we had to get our own clients. So door to door, that's constant failure. Like literally, if we'd have days we'd go to a neighborhood, and every single door would be no, frig off, no. So, it's like you're always going to run into failure. But the thing is, especially at the beginning, but it makes you humble. And, the best thing about failure is that all you have to know is that you will succeed in proportion to, so let's say you failed this much, you will succeed much higher, in much higher proportion than you failed. Always. And that's how it was in my life. And with Amazon, I failed, basically my first 2 products basically failed. But even with Amazon, you break even eventually. Instead of selling a lot, you just sell, a little bit or a couple units every single day. Eventually you sell out and you just don't reorder the product. So you break even and you still end up making a profit. What Google Chrome extensions do I use for Amazon FBA? Junglescout Chrome extension, Junglescout web app. Keepa is amazing. So basically it's camel, and it will show you sales rank and stuff, which I talk about on this channel as well. Whoops. In some of my other videos. Keepa, what else is there? AMZ Scout for when you go on a listing and you want to see what the FBA fees are, for that product. If you can click on AMZ Scout and it will literally tell you right there what your FBA fees are. So what else do I use? Let me see. Chrome extensions. There's a couple other ones I'm missing for sure, but In my Amazon Freedom course, am I able to help a non-USA resident? Yeah, the course is designed for America, Canada, the UK. The information is the same, and plus you get my mentorship for any questions or any kind of holes or whatever. But I tried. The course is 90 videos, so it's for the price. It's everything you need to know. It's nothing but good things, and that's what I've heard. I'm actually flying a student in March the 7th. For those of you that don't know, for those of you who don't follow me on Instagram, I'm flying a student in. He made $24,000 in revenue. So assuming a 50% profit margin, he made $12,000 profit in 1 month. He sent me a message a couple weeks ago. He's like, "Yo, I took your course." And so he's he absolutely killed it. And so I said I would be flying students out. So I'm flying him in. I put him in a beautiful hotel across the street from where I live here in Weston. So we're gonna record a student interview on my channel here in a couple of days. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna hang out with him, and gonna just show him around Arizona and stuff. So it'll be cool. How old am I? I just turned 22 a couple days ago. I don't use Viral Launch. No, I don't use Viral Launch, although I'm sure it's good. Junglescout, does Junglescout overestimate sales? This has been a common question lately. With any of these tools, guys, they're all estimates. You can't just solely rely on them, all right? You have to, there's things like you can track the product with the 999 method, or you can, plug it into Junglescout product tracker. You can kind of have a common sense gut feeling, if the product is actually realistically going to sell or not. You just have a common sense gut feeling. So, where am I from? I'm originally from Canada, and right now I'm in Arizona for the winter, just chilling here, and then I'm gonna move back to Canada, to Vancouver in May. So let's see what other questions we got. With brand registry, someone asked about brand registry. You need a trademark for brand registry, and that's totally up to you if you want to get a trademark or not. It's an extremely lengthy process. It's very official. You have to do it with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and there's a website for it, trademarkia.com, or you can do it with Laura. So it's totally up to you. But if you want brand registry, you're going to need a trademark. What brand registry does is it will lock your listing, so there's no hijackers. So in my opinion, you can just send them cease and desist letters to hijackers, and usually they get scared, especially if they're Chinese. So, Have my old friends followed my footsteps? This is a very good question. And, what can I say? Yeah, they're both, they're selling on Amazon. And why is my course so cheap? That's a great question. I'll tell you guys exactly why my course is so cheap. Because, and I'm going to give you an honest answer here. $500. The course is 100% profit margin. All right. I made the course, you have my mentorship, but I'm not it doesn't cost me money for me to sell one more course. So by making it cheaper, I actually get more students that buy it, right? Because it doesn't cost me more money, to sell more of it, right? So it's pure profit. That's the thing with the course. And so obviously I'm not talking about ads because I do run YouTube ads for the course and stuff like that. But also I want to make it, accessible for people. I'm not trying to, I don't portray this incredibly lavish lifestyle. I can, if I wanted to, I can, right? But I don't, and it's because I think that humble beginnings are everything. And, obviously nice things, you want to have nice things, but at the same time, it's I just want to make it accessible. And I always believed in one quote I read in a book, and it's called, I think it was Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. It was you always want to give 100 times more value, or it's 10 times more value than what you're charging, and that's what I believe in. So, and you make more money that way. It's very simple. So that is why my course is $497. Is the UK market good for Amazon private labeling? Yeah, it's actually really good. Just has a lot less demand, but a lot less competition as well. So what's my next idea for passive income? Definitely going to get into Shopify. I want to open a store, and I'm going to put it, market it on my channel as well. So it's going to be a Dan Bass kind of store. So I'm going to get into it. And, my main focus is growing my personal brand, obviously growing the Amazon. And, my main focus is I want to be an influencer, and I want to be one of the top influencers in entrepreneur influencers. I feel that's what I want. That's my passion. And, I want to show people the way. I want to motivate people to start online business, So that is my focus. Just growing everything, just growth. That's it, just growth. How much time did I invest when I started Amazon FBA? So at the time, I was actually going out during the day and cleaning windows all day. And then at night, in the evening, when I was already chilling and stuff, I would just be doing product research and stuff. So I don't know how much time, honestly, but, it wasn't a lot. I just spent a couple hours every single day. And, I don't know, that's all it didn't take a long time. This stuff doesn't take a long time. With passive income, you put all the work in up front, and then you put all the work in up front without getting paid, which some people can't do. Some people can't do that. But the thing is, once it's up and the system is running, you're kind of like growing a money tree. Once the money tree is there, all you got to do is just water it, take care of it, So with Amazon, optimize your listing, things like that. And then, eventually, you can just basically, it's up there. Your system's generating money. You got a money tree. You can just pick money off of it. As long as you keep, take care of it, then you're golden. I live in the UK. Can I sell on Amazon in USA? Yes. I live in Chile. Can I sell on Amazon USA? Yes. Actually, with Chile, I think you can. You have to check on Amazon's, there's a country list, all right? And so I don't know, the exact country, but some countries you can't. So go and check. You can just Google, Amazon countries that are eligible to sell. So what advertising on YouTube am I doing? Well, I'm sure you've seen my ads. Honestly, they're just straight heart-to-heart ads about a little bit of my story. If people want to start doing Amazon FBA, they take the course. Basically, it's very simple. It's all about how you portray yourself. It's all about the connection with your audience and things like that. Especially what I'm doing with YouTube. And as long as you come from a good place and as long as you generally want to help people. You don't see me here with 10 Lamborghinis. To each their own. That's all I'm saying. To each their own. It's just, I'm the kind of person, I like freedom. I like to do whatever the hell I want to do. I recently bought a motorcycle. It's the fastest Harley ever made. It's insane. It's 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3 point something seconds. So it's absolutely crazy, but you don't need much to be happy. I don't know what to tell you. As soon as I get back to Canada, I'm gonna get a super nice place as well. Here, my place is beautiful. Got the mountains right here, so I don't know. Life's just good. Weather's great. So, at what point did I realize you were making enough to never work a normal job? I think $30K a month. You're just okay, that's it. You can't make that kind of money in a regular job. You just can't. It's done. And once it was so fast for me. Everything happened so fast for me that I was why did I even spend all this time in university or in college? Why did I even spend, and that's when you realize everything was a lie. That whole thing was a scam. Society was just trying to put me into this whole pre-programmed, society was trying to put me in this whole pre-programmed, way in life and, basically destined to fail. So, is 1,000 units a good idea if it's going to sell? If it's going to sell, go with your gut feeling. If it's going to sell and you're confident, it's not restricted, it's not banned, there's no way that it can just get deleted off Amazon, then yes, do it. Do 1,000 units all the way. And even if you lose your couple $1,000, whatever, who cares? It's $1,000. People spend more money on that on going out drinking tonight, right? Saturday night, last night. People spend going out on, tables at bars and stuff in clubs. It's all priorities, right? So how long did it take me to get to 30K a month? It took me from broke to 30K. It was a couple months, and that was right before I went to the Bahamas with my buddy, and then I started this channel. So all I'm saying, guys, everything will happen a lot quicker than you think. If you believe in yourself, if you write your goals down, all right? If you write your goals down, okay, everything will happen a lot quicker than you think. So that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, this is a good question. Do I think there are more success stories or more fail stories? Look, okay, with entrepreneurship, just by the nature of it, 99%, or okay, not 99, but most people will fail. So obviously there are going to be more failure stories, and people are not advertising them, obviously, but because people give up. If people were persistent, they set themselves a goal, and if people were persistent, it's like the gym, New Year's resolution. The New Year starts, everybody suddenly starts going to the gym. First week it's crowded. Have you been to a gym in New Year's? It's crowded as hell. Second week it's crowded as hell. Month in, 2 months in, it's the same as it was before. All the people that were there are gone. Same with Amazon. Same with any entrepreneurship. They try once, they try twice, they're done. They it's a scam, and they just blame it on. They try to rationalize them giving up on their dreams by trying to, take the blame off of themselves. So yeah. Could I tell you anything about the fear of success? I don't know what the fear of success is, but anyway. Let's see what else. Do I only generate income from my course in Amazon FBA? No, I've got a lot more income streams. Although those are the primary ones, but it's to do with having a personal brand. Obviously, you know, if you're an influencer, right, which I am, then you've got a lot of income streams. That's just the nature of it, right? I just read a book, Crushed It, by Gary Vee. It's actually on this table right here. The best thing you can do is build a personal brand. I'm going to make a video on that soon. The best thing you can do in your life is make a personal brand. You know, it doesn't have to be an entrepreneurship, it can be anything, but you will find a way to make money doing it, and you will love your life. It will be the absolute best version of your life possible, all right? So, am I a car guy? By the way, I am a car guy. Like, I like nice cars. So as soon as I move back to Canada, I'm gonna get an Audi R8 V10 Plus. So I'm gonna move back to Canada like end of April in Vancouver. So I'm gonna get an Audi R8 V10 Plus. I could easily afford it right now. I just can't get it because I'd have to export it. So when I'm leaving here, I'd have to pay insane export fees to go back to Canada, which I'm not gonna do. You know, I just rather wait a couple months. Like, I don't need it. So. Yeah. On average, how long does it take you to get a new product from research to page 1? Well, you know, it depends on how long it takes you to do product research, but I would say, you know, let's say you found your product from finding your product to page 1, I would say a month, because, you know, the supplier, 2 to 3 weeks to make it, or to manufacture it, then like 5 to 7 days to ship it, and then, you know, then you actually have to launch it, get the reviews. So 1 month, maybe a week. So. Oh, that's a good question. Dan, was it not difficult for you to leave university for something that you weren't sure about? The fake security coming from a 9 to 5? Yes, when you're comfortable, you know, and it's the same thing when you're like rich, quote unquote. You know, if you're making a certain amount of money, let's say you make $1 million a year, right? If you're making $1 million a year, you know, you're making like more money than a lot of people, and it's like, what even drives you? You know, what's gonna drive you to make more money? So you get comfortable, and as soon as you get comfortable in life, like guys, as soon as you plateau, that's when everything goes to shit. Like every single thing. As soon as you lose focus, everything will leave. You can never take success for granted, ever. All right? That's the most important thing I can tell you. So just stay focused. Like, you got to put your work in every single day. Every single day. What do I use for product research? Watch my product research videos on this channel. I've got a ton. I use Junglescout. I've used that since forever. Not sponsored by them or anything, but I use Junglescout. When do I think Amazon will be saturated? I don't know. I can't predict that. But I don't think it will ever be saturated because of, you know, there's only a small fraction of the population turning towards e-commerce and using e-commerce, and things like Amazon. In the future, there's going to be, you know, the growth is going to be a lot higher, and less people are going to actually go, you know, get off their butts and go to the store. They'd rather just order something on Amazon, get it right away, you know, tomorrow. So it will never get, you know, too saturated or anything like that. How do you know you are being hijacked? You can tell on your listing when it says other sellers. You can just go there, and then, you know, it shows someone hijacking you, so you just send them a cease and desist letter, and that's it. And I show how to do that in the course. So yeah, how do you create a bundle on Amazon? Basically, supplier number 1 for your first product, you tell them to ship your product to supplier number 2, and you tell supplier number 2 in China, so 2 suppliers. Supplier number 2 in China, you tell them to, you know, you agree with them to package your product together, and then, you know, send it to Amazon. Amazon's not going to do anything for you guys in terms of packaging. They're just going to take what you sent them and send it to the customer. That's it. All right. So that's very important to know. Is it a compliment to be hijacked? Susan, that's a great question. You're gonna get hijacked if you're selling well. You will get hijacked without a doubt. All right, so that's what you have to know. Is it a compliment? Sure, yeah, take it as a compliment. You know, whenever people see like money fast, they just want to go there, and that's just how it is, right? So if you buy the course, how often can you consult with me? Like I said, you have unlimited access to my personal Facebook chat. So every single day I answer within the day, within 24 hours for sure. You can ask me any questions on my personal Facebook chat. You know, Amazon FBA, anything you want. You'll have me as a mentor for life. I give you my word. Do you have to have a business bank account to start processing money on Amazon? You don't, although I would recommend it, especially once you've got your LLC and once you've got your, business license. Then yeah, you probably should use a business bank account for tax purposes. When is it time to launch the next product? Great question. So when your first product is up there, focus on your first product. All right. A lot of people, they ask me like, Dan, I've got this amount of money. I've got 5,000. Should I just find 3 products, launch them all at the same time, and then, see which one works? No. You want to find a product that you believe in, launch it, make sure that it's making money. And then once that's done and, the money tree's there and it's, it's making you money, generating you income, now you have free time and you release the second one. Once second, you rinse and repeat. The second one's good, the third one's good, fourth one. You never want to chase 2 rabbits. Famous quote by Sun Tzu from Art of War. right? You should read the book, The Art of War. It's a great book. So do you not get your money if you get hijacked? No, you don't get the money because someone else is hijacking you, and if they have the buy box, obviously they're making the money that you should be making. So yeah. How long after can you stop doing giveaways? As soon as your product is on the first page, obviously stop doing giveaways. Do I recommend doing giveaways? You need to do giveaways if you want to be on the first page, and to make money, you need to be on the first page. So, if A equals B and B equals C, then therefore A equals C. So yes, you need to do giveaways, yes. Unicorn Smasher, I think that's like a free Junglescout. I'm sure it's good, I've never tried it. But do you get a personal one-to-one if you sign up to the course? Yes, you do. Through my Facebook chat. For an Amazon seller, this is a good question. For an Amazon seller outside of the USA, where do you make an LLC? There's two options. You can either make an LLC in the USA. You don't have to be a citizen or anything like that. But then you have to pay taxes to the United States. Or you can make, you have to look at the taxes. If the taxes are lower by making an LLC in the USA, do that. But you can also make a business in your home country. So in Canada, it's incorporated. Anything you want, any country where you're at, look into the business structure in your home country. And if that's better with taxes, then do that. Although I'd recommend, that over making an LLC in the USA. It's just better most of the time. What is a skeleton listing? That's actually a great question. So a skeleton listing, and I would recommend everyone do this. Whenever you want to invest into a product and you're kind of sketched out, like, is it restricted or, is it, you guys are like just sketched out, you don't know, maybe it goes on the face. Go and create a listing. But you don't have to buy the product or anything. You didn't have to invest any money. You didn't have to pay the supplier yet. Go and make the listing, and just put keywords in there, and then type out like a product, really quick product description. Just put in as many sketchy keywords as you can that you think will trigger Amazon to block it. All right, and leave it on there for a week. If it doesn't get deleted in a week, you're good usually. So. How hot is it in Arizona? Right now, I don't know in Fahrenheit. In Celsius, it's like 23 outside. It's beautiful. I think that's 73 Fahrenheit. So it's absolutely great. It's amazing. Best way to avoid hijackers, you can't avoid them. I mean, unless you get brand registry, like I said, which you need a trademark for. So what is the perfect amount of product to buy for your first order with $1,300? It all depends, William. It all depends on the product, how much the product costs, what the demand is in your niche. It all depends. I mean... Let's see here. Talk about the biggest failure you've had. College? I don't know. But honestly, I don't know. I haven't really thought about this. Like, you kind of just get like, when you're young, when you're kind of like carefree in life, and I always have this attitude of being carefree in life. When you're carefree in life, you're outcome independent. It's like, whatever happens, you're just like, whatever, like, cool, like, I'll succeed anyway. You have to have this mentality of you're going to win in the end. And as long as you have that, you'll be successful without a doubt. All right. So am I the most successful person in my family? Depends on how you measure success. If you measure success with money, then yes, 100%. If you measure success in other things, well, it depends, right? Okay. Focus on the first product, then launch the second. Your question is, someone's asking, for the other ones, do they need to be related to the first product? Yes, you want to make a brand. You want to try to make a brand. Because if you're not making a brand, it's not long-term. You're just selling random crap on Amazon, and it won't be sustainable. How long should you run a product launch? I would recommend, well, you have to look, it depends. If it's a competitive niche, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 8 days maybe, right? Make sure you're giving away every single day. By the way, if you don't want to do the product launch yourself, you can use Viral Launch's product launch service. It's like $400. If you got the money, do it. They'll do everything for you. I'm in no way sponsored by Viral Launch, by the way, just saying. But that's if you don't, that's if you want to, just shortcut everything. So what is the hardest step before your product starts selling? The giveaway. I would say the giveaway is the hardest thing. Okay, Oscar, you don't have to ask how to do giveaways 3 times. We saw your message the first time. Thanks, dude. Let's see. Do you usually create the skeleton listing before you speak with suppliers? No, after you speak with them, that's when you want to create the skeleton listing. Do I teach branding in the course? Yes, I do. I teach branding to make 6 and 7 figures a year. Everything you need to know is in the course, how to make a brand. But above that, obviously, a $500 course is not going to get you that. So no. Can you use the same people to review your second and third products, or are they only allowed 1 review? You want to, I would say switch it up just because, it looks less obvious for Amazon. So what keeps you going when things get tough in your business? Well, my goals every single day, I'm writing them down. You keep the dream alive, you keep the vision alive. As long as you have a great life, as long as you're happy, and you don't, you gotta have a why. You gotta have things that motivate you intrinsically. If you've got that, then nothing can stop you, right? And if I was even if I was broke tomorrow, I would not in any, I would still be happy. Like for me, I'd just be okay. Give me another year. Give me another year. That's the mentality that you need to have. All right. So whatever age you are, wherever you are, it's all about your mindset. As long as you have the success mindset, the winner's mentality, you're going to win. And it's competitive. Business is war. But, that's why 9 out of 10 people fail, because they can't, people are weak in mind. People aren't strong. They can't persist. They're not willing to do what it takes. But, guys, I'm not going to lie. When most of society, when there's literally no standard for most of society, people don't have any standards, and people barely do any work, that people just do just enough to scrape by, it's a lot easier to be successful than you think. As long as you put consistent time and effort every single day, as long as you show up every single day, you will be successful. So let's see what else we got here. I think we're gonna go ahead and talk about the topic of this video here. How often do I communicate with my students? Every single day, literally every single day. I have to, right? What brand of toothpaste do I use? I think it's Colgate, the Colgate whitening one. I think it's the red tube, the Colgate whitening one. Is that a VMAX you ride? No, V-Rod. V-Rod Night Rod. If you want to race, you can come down to Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm here. Have my students used Viral Launch? Yes. It was the experience. Actually, there's going to be another success story. He made, how much did he make? $15,000 about. And I even told him I saw his product. He's going to use Viral Launch. I'm like, you are going to make a lot of money. So I'm going to interview him as well very soon. He's going to come on the channel. But that's not the student that I'm flying out here. I think the topic of this video, I can't see. Here, I'm going to see what the topic of this video was, of this live stream. I think it was how to start making passive income. So I'm going to finish off the video talking about that. Yeah, okay. How to start making money on Amazon. All right. So now I'm going to start talking about that. So basically, if you want to make money on Amazon FBA, it depends. If you've got starting capital, if you've got $1,000, if you got $2,000, if you got $2,500, and you want to put that into something that will actually, get you a monthly income stream, that will change your life, Amazon FBA private labeling is the way to go. That's my opinion, of course. In my opinion, it's the best way. Obviously, it's what worked best for me. If you don't have the starting capital, you got to do what it takes to hustle. If you want to do it, you can do something called retail arbitrage. We've got a video on this channel about it. Although I don't specialize in it or anything, I didn't have to do too much of it because I had a window cleaning business on the side that helped me pay for my first product. So me and my buddy, we had a window cleaning business, and each house we made $100, $150 a house in the summer back in Canada. So it was, we had we were making $1,000 a day cleaning windows. It was hard work, but that is how much I made. That's how I made my first money for my Amazon product. But to actually start making money, what I would recommend, and this is just a simple truth, this is me being honest, all right? Take a course, right? Because if you don't take a course, all right, it doesn't have to be mine. Just take a course, all right? Although I obviously believe mine is the best, and you get me as a mentor, all that stuff. But if you don't have a course, you don't have a step-by-step process. I took courses. I split courses with my friend when we first started for Amazon FBA. Without that, I would not have been able to do anything. I was going to sit there trying to look all this crap up all day, wasting my time. It's going to take you, literally you might make one mistake, out of how many mistakes that's going to cost you $2,000. It's going to cost you your whole starting capital. You're well, I should have taken the course, or I should have gotten myself a mentor, because that's it's just, you got to invest in yourself. If you want to make, people can't spend $500 on something that will potentially change their life if they actually put their work in. They can't do that, and they expect to make $100,000. While not being able to put $500 into something. I'm sure you've got that money, and if you're actually serious about doing it, whether the course is $1,000, $500, or whatever. Well, the Amazon Freedom Course is $500. Then it's insane. I made that thing so that everything, all my experience, it makes it the easiest. The step-by-step process is there, so you guys know what you're doing. Plus, you get my mentorship. But if you don't take the course, it's just going to be way longer for you. You're going to have to look everything up on YouTube. Like, I don't even know, I mean, my videos are great, and I'm sure you can probably do something with my free videos, although, if you're risking $2,000 or $1,000, it'd be smarter if you just had some guidance. But so you want to find a product. I would say find something that will literally just focus on making like $1,000 a month. Focus on making $2,000 a month, not 30,000. Okay, focus on just making like your first starting passive income. All right, and if you actually focus, just because if you haven't made a single dollar online yet, you can't jump up from 0 to $1 million. You've got to go through the steps, right? And trust me, when you're gonna have this goal of $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month, it will jump up to 10,000 and 20,000 super quickly. That's how you'll start. That is how you're gonna start making money on Amazon FBA. The long term is to find a product that you can build the brand out of. And once you've got a brand up there, give yourself 6 to 12 months, you're golden. You're living the passive income lifestyle, and that's what I was doing. I was traveling, I was going on road trips with my friends, climbing mountains, camping, like all the stuff I love doing. This is just what I love doing. I was traveling to the Bahamas, like exotic islands, and quit my job, quit college. So you've got to have this, this kind of carefree attitude, especially if you're an entrepreneur, and yeah, you'll be golden. So anyway, I think that is the end of this video. Will I do a meetup in Vancouver? When am I heading back to Canada? So I'm heading back to Canada. I haven't fully confirmed, but I'm out of here for sure by May 5th. So end of April, I'm gonna probably make my way back to Vancouver. For sure, gonna have a meetup there. So yeah, have I made $1 million yet? Someone asked. Have I made $1 million yet? No, but very soon I am. So actually in the next couple months. My goal this year is $2 million in profit, so it's perfectly on track. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and go ahead and add me on Snapchat, Instagram if you guys want to reach out. Always love responding to people's messages, and yeah, link for the course is below. What else? I think that's it. Hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are. If you guys are in the cold, you should come out to California or Arizona or somewhere. It's beautiful out here. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. See ya.